Okay, so I'm about to delete 26,088 people from my email list. Okay, let me go ahead and select all 26,000 people right there. Go to Actions and Update Opt-out Status. Actually, before we do that, let me take a quick rewind here. Why am I doing this? Well, last month I received an email from the Infusionsoft email compliance department, okay? I've blurred out a few things for security, such as a reference and so on, but basically this is my email service provider's legal team, basically. They were basically saying that they take their email deliverability seriously, and their system has identified my Infusionsoft application as negatively impacting the health of the reputation and jeopardizing Infusionsoft's ability to deliver email on behalf of you and our other customers. So they identified a few issues in the account, which I'll talk about in a second, and they basically said I need to complete some actions to avoid that there is, to ensure that there is no loss in email functionality. Okay, so they were basically saying you need to do these things, otherwise we will shut down your account. Okay, so they identified 386 accounts or email addresses which basically were no longer responsive and were being flagged as spam traps, which is something that email service providers do when email accounts are shut down or disabled for whatever reason, and they use it to kind of identify newsletter senders or business owners that aren't doing a good job at keeping up with the engagement of their list. So, you know, emailing people who've been on their list for like 6 years and that email address has never even opened a single email, for example, you know, because you should only be sending emails to people who actually want to receive them and who are engaging with those emails too. Okay, so basically they were telling me, James, you need to get your act together, otherwise we are going to shut down your entire account, which would be a big thing for my business because a lot of my business revolves around my email list, and of course most of my contacts are in Infusionsoft. Okay, so I had to do something about this, right? So I came up with a strategy which I'm about to reveal to you right now, which identified the people who were no longer responsive, who were no longer engaging, and that resulted in this segment right here. Of course, I've got rid of the email addresses in this view in the columns because I want to protect my customers' information, but you can see there are 26,000 people, and that was out of about 100,000 plus people. So it's about a quarter of my email list were no longer responding based on the amount of time that they've been on my list, and maybe they just got distracted with other things, or my emails started going to their spam folders or something like that, which is really out of my control. Okay, so that's basically the amount of people who did not pass this test, and this test is a 3-part strategy. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through each of this, each part of this strategy. So if you have any kind of email list that is maybe a little bit older, or in the future you will have an email list where you have a whole bunch of people on there and not all of them will be responding, you can actually increase your deliverability rates and also your engagement percentages as well by doing this. Okay, and of course ensure that you don't get your account shut down. Okay, so I sent 3 emails to my list, okay? And I sent these emails to people who had not opened an email in the last 90 days, okay? The first email was, does contact email, which would be replaced with their actual email address, work? So for example, does bob@bobsmith.com work? Okay, so in that email, what I said was, according to our system, you haven't opened an email from us within this specific email inbox in a long time. Every so often, we remove the people from our email list who aren't responding to our emails to keep things fresh, otherwise our emails don't get delivered to the people who look forward to them. Although our system could be wrong. So that sentence right there just makes people think, oh, James's stuff is, this is BS, James's system is terrible. So you need to kind of overcome that objection that may happen, because some people may just have inboxes that don't report that they've opened the email or clicked a link or something like that. It does happen. I've had people say in the past, James, I open your email every single day, so that's really important to have. So to prevent this from happening to you and to continue receiving our content, please click any of the links below now to be taken to some totally free content and tell our system you're still interested. And this is basically just a big list of links to totally free blog posts or videos on my blog where I think they would kind of get more of a connection with me, maybe by reading it or watching the video. For example, the I bought a Lamborghini video is quite engaging when it comes to my personality. Same thing with a day in the life of an internet business owner. That's basically just a personality sharing video, as well as being inspirational to people. And the rest were more value based, where I show people how I do things and some tricks to improve their online business. So in your case, what you would do is you would list some of your best blog posts, your best content, just so they can get a feel for who you are and remember you, because they were once active on your email list and they're no longer active on your list. So you need to remind them of why they're on your list and who you are. Sometimes they may look at one piece of content from this list and think, oh, I know that guy or that gal. I used to open their emails every single day, and then it just reactivates them, it revives them on your list, which is why I call this the list revival process. So if you don't click any of these links within 5 days, you will be deleted from our email list and you'll miss out on all our upcoming subscriber only content. So please click on any of the above links now to stay on my newsletter, or if you want to unsubscribe, feel free to do so using the link at the bottom of this email. Looking forward to helping you. Thanks, James. So that is the foundation for the next 2 emails as well, but I add something before the email itself, just tweak it slightly with different subject lines, okay? So this is basically getting them to take action in some way. So to click a link, even to open the email, okay? So what I did next, and this was 2 days later, actually, April 19th, April 17th, yeah, 2 days later, and I changed the subject line to "You're being deleted from my newsletter." So you can see that the subject line gets a little bit more direct, from "Does this email work?" to "You're being deleted," okay? And the one after that is even more direct, "Last chance, you're queued to be deleted from my newsletter." So it gradually gets more and more intense as people stop opening the emails. If they don't open this one, they received this second email, which was a little more direct from that. So according to our system, you haven't opened an email from us within a specific inbox, and so on and so on. I've also sent you a warning email before this one, which you apparently haven't opened either. And then the same email as before, okay? So I just added that one sentence in there just to make people aware that it's not the first time and I'm not just being direct out of the blue, okay? And I've changed obviously 5 days to 3 because it's been 2 days since the first email. And that's it. The rest stays the same. You just want to get them to engage with some sort of content of yours, okay? And then from the people who didn't open or click on that email, I sent this final email, which you can see the open rates and click-through rates go right down with every email I send, because it's getting deeper and deeper into the people who aren't engaging. So 577 opens, which I saved the first time, and 160 people who clicked on the links, and 146 the second time, and the third time was only 33. So every time, every step in this process, I'm saving these people from being deleted because they're being reactivated and revived on my email list, okay? Whereas if I'd have just deleted all of those people to begin with without doing this, I would have lost those people for good, okay? So if we look at the final email here, it's a little more direct as well. That's right, unfortunately you're queued in my system to be deleted from my newsletter at midnight tonight. And then according to my system, you haven't opened an email, blah, blah, blah. I've also sent you 2 warning emails before this one. So all I did was change that first section of that sentence, okay? And then we go down to the bottom, we change this here as well. So if you don't click any of these links before midnight tonight, you'll be deleted, okay? So what we're doing is just adding that urgency and adding that scarcity and making people feel like, if I don't take action right now, then I'm going to get deleted and I'm going to miss out on more content like the content that's been shared in the email. And the people who aren't really bothered, the people who aren't really gonna engage with that content anyway, they're just going to ignore the email, not take action, and get deleted. But that's fine with me because I don't want people on my email list who do nothing. You watching this video right now are my ideal subscriber, my ideal customer, because you actually engage with my stuff and I love you for it, okay? A little bit of romance there, but I really do want those sorts of people on my email list. So I don't want the people who aren't gonna engage, who don't take action, who don't move forward with their online business, business in some way. So by you following the same process with your email list either now or in the future, what you can do is save these people from being deleted who maybe just got bored and wanted a reason to start following you again, or they just forgot who you were and you revived them with that content, with this process, okay? So now is the big moment. I will delete these 26,000 people from my list. I will go to actions, update opt-out status, and when the page loads on the next screen, I will delete these people. So I want to update the email address and change it to opt-out, okay? Reason for opt-out, did not engage, okay? Which is true, because I tried to engage these people, process action. So there we go. I've just clicked that button and it should load on the next page. There we go. So it's currently opting out all of those people. Okay, so you may think, James, you are absolutely crazy for paying for those subscribers using Facebook ads or something else and now opting them out. Well, the truth is, one, I don't want my account to be shut down for emailing those unengaged contacts, and two, it's pointless having them on my list if they're not going to do anything anyway, right? So that's quickly going to be doing those things, and it's queued to be done. That may take a while, so I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully you found this video valuable, and hopefully you've enjoyed it and can now save people on your email list. And even if you want to use this campaign to reactivate people who haven't opened in a while, not necessarily because you'll be deleting them, but instead just to give them your best content, to remind them of who you are, you can actually use this to boost your response rates in total on your email list. Okay, so give that a try, either now if you have an email list, or in the future when you get one, when you start to build that from scratch, because everyone starts from zero, and let me know how that goes. Let me know in the comment section below as well if you have any questions, or if you have any comments. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.